A long pole is the biggest investment any course or match angler is ever going to make in regards to tackle. So it makes perfect sense that you want to protect this investment the best you can while you're on the bank and while you're using it. And I've got two brand new pole rollers here to show you that will help you do just that. One thing that will hit you straight away is there's two versions. There's a narrow version and a wider version. The narrow version is your traditional 4 legs, and the wider version is a big 6-leg version. 6 legs, 2 extra legs should I say, is a great benefit for a roller of this size. Obviously the bigger the roller gets, the more unstable it gets. That's the physics of it. You get higher, you get wider, it gets a bit of rock movement in it. What these middle legs do is get purchased in the middle where it would previously be rocking about quite a lot just because of the pure size of it. So for a big roller like this, even when you extend it right up to 100 plus centimeters, dig these middle two into the ground and it really improves the stability of it. You can literally, there's no movement in it at all. So a brilliant feature for a big roller that. But not to say that you have to use these every time. Pop them up out the way and you're just using a traditional 4-leg roller. Measurement wise, the big 6-leg version is 100 centimeters in the middle, and it can go up to 135 centimeters in height. And when you pack it down to make sure you know the width so you can get it in your carry-all bag is 120 centimeters. And the measurement for the 4-leg version is 73 centimeters between the upright rollers. It can go up to just under 90 centimeters in height, so it's still real nice high roller if you want it to be. And the pack down width is 80 centimeters to make sure you know the width to get it into your carry-all. So when it comes to pole protection, the main plus points of these rollers is the fact it's got 2 horizontal rollers and also the fact those rollers can pivot. What that means is both of these rollers, no matter what part of your pole is going over them, the pole is always being supported by that big surface area. If you just had a single horizontal roller, even though it turns, that means that your pole section is only being supported by 1 or 2 centimeters of pole roller. That puts a lot of pressure on all the pole that goes over that roller. If you double up that horizontal roller, not only have you got double the surface area, but the fact ours pivot, it means that your pole section is being supported by probably 6 inches of vertical roller at all times. That's a lot kinder to your section. It's going to help you get less breakages and prolong the life of your pole. So an essential feature for any pole roller these days, whether you're fishing on a commercial fishery or a natural venue, is a centre vertical pole roller. But what we have been made aware of is you might not want that in the same position every time, or you might not even want a vertical one in the centre at all in a certain fishing situation. So we've made that centre roller removable should you wish, and also removable for transit. Another really nice feature of that centre roller is you can move it to any point along that horizontal bar that you wish. I'd advise you move it in line with one of the gaps in the rollers, so you've got 2 independent moving rollers rather than having one part that moved that 2 pole sections were on. You're asking for trouble then. It's going to pull it out your grip or pole sock when you move the other section. So line it up with one of the breaks in the roller and you've realistically got 3 different points on each roller that you could put that central roller. You'll notice the end rollers on each version are angled in slightly at 20 degrees. That's to help you in real extreme windy conditions. When the pole hits that roller, it's going to stop it blowing up over the top of that end roller and really damaging your pole in a big way. So just an extra security measure that, but you can fold them down, pop it out, fold it down, out the way for a nice easy transportation. Each roller comes with the same push button leg locking mechanism. So that means you can push this button in, adjust the angle where the leg comes out to any point. It also allows it to be folded away right out the way for transportation, so they're really nice and compact, and with this feature it will suit pretty much any swim you're going to come across. Of course, all the legs, as you expect, have got a telescopic inner leg, but it's a real nice chunky inner and outer leg. It's not going to let you down, really nice and stable and chunky. Nice ground spike on the bottom of each leg to help it dig into a nice soft terrain to make it as stable as possible. And they all lock really nice and securely with a cam lock locking mechanism. Now there's some real awkward swims, as we all know, where the bank goes up high quite quickly behind you. We've covered you in this respect with the ground spikes. They simply flip out the roller and allow you to keep it as close to the ground as possible. As I've mentioned, both of these rollers go up very high as they are, enough to cover the multitude of swims that you're likely to come across. As we all know, you get the odd swim that's really awkward where the bank goes down behind you, or you're in a wading situation out into a reservoir or something like that where you need that little bit of extra height. So what we've done is produce some leg extenders that allows you to up the height of your roller even more, up to 1 metre in height. So for those real awkward situations where you're wading out in the water, or you've got a bank that falls away quickly behind you, where you find yourself needing that extra height, these leg extenders will have you covered. The rollers themselves, as you can see, are made out of a really nice, very pole-friendly material called EVA. And the rollers themselves feature double bearings, so it's about as smooth as it can be for shipping in and out. Each of the rollers come with a really nice padded, oversized bag. It's easy to get the roller in and out of, so should you not want to put these rollers in a separate carry-all, you can carry them nice and securely, nice and easily to and from your peg with this supplied carry bag. So that's the ins and outs of Daiwa's new Rockin Rollers. If you're serious about protecting your pole, get down your local Daiwa stockist and check these out.